It's vaccine day for India's teens. Young India's date with jab. Time to protect our kids from COVID. Decisive phase in India's COVID war. Passport to school days again. Maximum reporters, maximum coverage. Ultimate vaccine primer on India Today.
The V-Day, Vaccine Day for teens, is finally here. India has opened up vaccination for the first time for the age group of 15 to 18-year-olds. And this comes as a huge relief, really, for teenagers amid the Omicron spike. Teenagers are all set to be given the indigenously developed Bharat Biotech's Covaxin. Approximately 10 crore children between the ages of 15 to 18 are eligible for vaccination starting today. 159 centres have been designated as children's vaccination centres in the national capital. In Haryana, over 15 lakh children are eligible to get the COVID vaccine, according to the State Health Ministry. Now, special vaccination centres have been set up in Kerala as well as in several other states. First preference will be given to those who have registered on the CoWIN portal. Those students who are unable to register online will be aided by the Education Department. Assam will start the vaccination drive for the 15 to 18 years age group in 500 schools. Tamil Nadu has identified over 33 lakh children who will be administered the COVID vaccine, and the drive will begin at their respective educational institutions. States have been told to strictly avoid mixing of vaccines and to create enough vaccination slots for children to avoid any confusion. And over the weekend, we've seen a huge spike in COVID cases. As far as daily infections go, Maharashtra has recorded a massive COVID surge. The state has reported nearly 12,000 cases in the last 24 hours alone. India's financial capital, Mumbai, has accounted for 8,000 infections. The daily cases in Mumbai have continued to spike since the last few days. On New Year, the financial capital recorded a daily infection count of 9,000 cases. This comes at a time when the Maharashtra government has introduced several curbs in Mumbai. All beaches and parks have been shut from 5 p.m. to 5 a.m. The prohibitory orders have been put in place till January 15th. No parties, no large gatherings have been allowed in Mumbai. One crew member, meanwhile, has tested positive in the Cordelia cruise ship, which had left from Mumbai to Goa. There are over 2,000 people on board. All passengers have been tested for COVID, and their reports are now awaited. It's pretty much the same story in the national capital as well. Delhi has registered the highest daily COVID spike in the last 7.5 months. Delhi has registered 3,194 infections in 24 hours. What's more alarming is that the positivity rate has jumped to 4.59%. The positivity rate has skyrocketed in the last 7 days. On December 27th, the COVID positivity rate stood at a meager 0.68%. but has risen in the last few days. The COVID surge comes on a day when Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal allayed fears on COVID, saying that the hospitals in the national capital are not at all overburdened at present and the public must not panic.
आज हमारी तैयारी है 37,000 बेड्स की। दिल्ली में आज दिल्ली सरकार 37,000 कोरोना के ऑक्सीजन बेड्स की तैयारी करके बैठी है कि अगर जरूरत पड़ेगी तो हम 37,000 बेड्स हमारे पास तैयार हैं।
There's a massive COVID spike in West Bengal with over 6,000 cases being reported in the last 24 hours. The state has reported 6,153 COVID cases on Sunday, with 3,194 cases being reported in Kolkata alone. The state's positivity rate also jumped to 15%. The Bengal government on Sunday introduced a slew of strict lockdown-like measures. Movement of people and vehicles as well as public gatherings of any kind will be prohibited between 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. All essential and emergency services shall be permitted. Schools, colleges, universities remain closed. Swimming pools, spas, gyms and salons will remain closed until further notice. Zoos and tourist places will also be closed to the public. Seating in movie theatres has been slashed to 50%. Now, all shopping malls, markets as well as bars and restaurants shall operate at 50% capacity only and must lower their shutters by 10 p.m. So as I just pointed out for you, across India, you're seeing a huge surge in COVID cases and it's become a cause of concern for the centre. Now, central government has written to states cautioning them over this surge and asking them to ensure that they're fully prepared.
Over 27,000 COVID cases on Sunday, forcing states to boost preparedness. Amidst lockdown-like curbs in many cities, including Delhi, Mumbai and Bengaluru. India surpassed the grim milestone of 1,500 mark of Omicron cases on Sunday, with Maharashtra topping the charts. Centre issued advisory to states to prepare for the worst and activate district-level surveillance. Delhi's positivity rate also soared to a 7-month high. But Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal reassured, saying cases are mostly mild and hospitalization is low.
जो लोग कोरोना से बीमार हो रहे हैं, उन लोगों को लगभग किसी को भी अस्पताल जाने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ रही. सब लोग माइल्ड केसेस हैं, छोटा मोटा खांसी बुखार.
Maharashtra is contributing maximum to India's increasing COVID tally. But people were still seen flouting COVID norms in iconic Marine Drive and key markets. After New Year festivities, Karnataka witnessed cases rising up. But public places are still crowded.
In the last 24 hours, the state recorded some 1,033 cases, out of which 810 are from Bengaluru itself.
Tamil Nadu too witnessed a sharp rise in COVID cases, but crowds in popular Chennai market continue to throng.
Daily positivity rate, which was on 600 plus on Wednesday, has once again increased and gone up to 1,400 plus by 1st January of 2022. Not just that, the Omicron positive cases have also increased. In fact,
West Bengal has announced closure of all educational institutions. Offices have been allowed with 50% workforce. Only essential services allowed from 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. Whereas in Patna, 17 frontline workers have tested positive after Bihar reported a sharp rise in COVID cases.
On 31st of December, the last day of the year, we saw that there was a massive surge in COVID cases. 281 cases were reported across the state that day, and out of which 136 were only in the state capital of Patna.
Is India ready to handle a possible third wave? That's the big question. Bureau Report, India Today.
Israel, meanwhile, has reported a new infection of corona going into 2022. Know all about the Florona disease. A pregnant woman who is admitted to a medical facility for giving birth was detected with Florona, and this is what media reports have confirmed. The young woman, however, wasn't vaccinated. Florona disease is a double infection of COVID-19 and influenza.
After Delta, Omicron and Delmicron, now brace for Florona. Double viral infections threat hits Israel, triggering new scare. Combined infection of COVID-19 and influenza infecting a pregnant, unvaccinated woman who was hospitalized. The Florona double whammy sparked unprecedented worry among health experts around the world. Here is the new double infection decoded. It is caused due to a severe lapse in immune system because two viruses jointly attack the human body, possibly due to lack of vaccination and neutralizing antibodies. The possible symptoms of Florona include pneumonia, myocarditis, or inflammation of heart muscles, causing chest pain and other respiratory ailments like serious breathlessness. The Florona case comes at a time when Israel has approved fourth booster shot for people with weak immune systems. But should India, which suffered a terrible second wave followed by an Omicron spike, be worried? Health experts have suggested full vaccination and COVID-appropriate behavior key to battling any new infection like Florona. Bureau Report, India Today.
Co-presented by Berger Paints. Paint your imagination.
It was an action-packed Sunday in Uttar Pradesh. The poll-bound state witnessed rallies from all of the bigwigs. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal, SP Chief Akhilesh Yadav also performed puja at the Parshuram Temple in Lucknow in an attempt to woo the crucial Brahmin vote ahead of the elections.
5 साल में अगर दिल्ली में हमने सरकारी स्कूल ठीक कर दिया तो यूपी में नहीं हो सकते थे.
Action-packed Super Sunday. From Prime Minister Narendra Modi to Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal. From CM Yogi Adityanath to SP Chief Akhilesh Yadav. Big guns boomed in poll-bound Uttar Pradesh. Keeping up with his Vikas push, Prime Minister Narendra Modi laid the foundation of a sports university named after hockey legend Major Dhyan Chand. During his 3-hour-long stay in Meerut, Prime Minister Modi launched a full-throttle attack on the previous governments in Uttar Pradesh, saying that they play the games of riots and mafia.
गलती हो जाती है. अब यूपी में असली खेल को बढ़ावा मिल रहा है. यूपी के युवाओं को खेल की दुनिया में छा जाने का मौका मिल रहा है. पहले क्या क्या खेल खेले जाते थे, अब योगी जी की सरकार ऐसे अपराधियों के साथ जेल जेल खेल रही है. सरकारों की भूमिका अभिभावक की तरह होती है. योग्यता होने पर बढ़ावा भी दें और गलती होने पर ये कहकर ना टाल दे कि लड़कों से गलती हो जाती है.
Akhilesh, on his part, made another push for the 10% Brahmin votes. The SP chief performed puja at Bhagwan Parshuram Temple. He took pot shots at the BJP for IT raids.
भारतीय जनता पार्टी बौखलाई हुई है. जब से उन्हें पता लगा है कि हार यहां होगी, उन्हें हार सताने लगी. उनके जो सहयोगी संगठन हैं, इनकम टैक्स, ईडी, सीबीआई, इन्होंने गठबंधन किया है. हमने तो क्षेत्रीय दलों से गठबंधन किया है.
The SP chief dropped hints that he may contest the upcoming polls.
क्या अखिलेश यादव भी चुनाव लड़ेंगे? 2022 के चुनाव में खुद लड़ेंगे?
मैं कितने चुनाव लड़ चुका हूँ, बड़े चुनाव लड़े हैं और समाजवादी पार्टी तय करेगी और हमारे लोग तय करेंगे तो चुनाव लड़ेंगे.
कहां से लड़ेंगे?
जो भी क्षेत्र समाजवादी पार्टी तय कर देगी, जहां के क्षेत्र के लोग बुलाएंगे उसी क्षेत्र से चुनाव लड़ जाऊंगा.
Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath had earlier confirmed that he will contest UP polls, leaving it to the BJP to finalize his seat, and sparking intense speculation that he may shift to Ayodhya.
भाजपा को भी खूब मौके दे दिए.
Addressing a mega rally in Lucknow, Aam Aadmi Party chief Arvind Kejriwal launched the biggest attack on UP CM.
पिछले 5 साल में उत्तर प्रदेश में योगी सरकार ने न केवल शमशान घाट बनवाए, बल्कि बहुत बड़ी संख्या में लोगों को शमशान घाट पहुंचाने का इंतजाम भी किया इन्होंने। पूरी दुनिया में अगर एक कोई सूबा है जहां पे सबसे बुरा कोरोना का मैनेजमेंट हुआ, तो वो उत्तर प्रदेश है।
With all political parties sweating it out, the near absence of Mayawati from the political grand stage has baffled poll analysts. The question remains, who will win UP, the semi-finals for the 2024 general elections? With Shreya Chatterjee and Kumar Abhishek, Bureau Report, India Today.
Let's focus on the big political headlines from the poll-bound state of Punjab now. An all-out political war has broken out over Bikram Singh Majithia. AAP convener and Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal tore into the Congress for not arresting Majithia over the drug trafficking charges. The Congress has hit back, saying Kejriwal was the one who apologized to Majithia.
This is Akali Dal leader Bikram Singh Majithia at the Golden Temple in Amritsar on New Year. Majithia is booked by Punjab police in a drug case and is facing a lookout notice. The Punjab cops are searching several places to nab him after his anticipatory bail was rejected in a lower court. The pictures of Majithia openly visiting Golden Temple were posted by Youth Akali Dal is being viewed as a clear dare to Punjab police. This comes amid a massive face-off between the Congress government and opposition. Aam Aadmi Party chief and Delhi CM Arvind Kejriwal claimed that FIR against Majithia is only a sham.
75 साल में भारत के इतिहास में पहला मामला होगा, नहीं तो जिस दिन एंटीसिपेटरी बेल रिजेक्ट होती है अगले दिन शाम, उसी दिन शाम को गिरफ्तारी हो जाती है। एंटीसिपेटरी बेल रिजेक्ट हुए कितने दिन हो गए, अभी भी गिरफ्तारी नहीं हुई। दिखावा कर रहे हैं। इन लोगों को ना तो बेअदबी की वो है, ना नशे की चिंता है, केवल और केवल कुर्सी की गंदी लड़ाई चल रही है, लड़ाई झगड़े चल रहे हैं।
Leading Aam Aadmi Party's charge, Party MP Raghav Chadha launched a scathing attack on Channi.
चरणजीत सिंह चन्नी साहब की एक सीक्रेट डील सुखबीर सिंह बादल के साथ हुई है और उसी के चलते अभी तक बिक्रम सिंह मजीठिया की गिरफ्तारी चन्नी साहब नहीं करा रहे। एक कॉम्प्रोमाइज्ड एफआईआर चन्नी साहब ने एक इलेक्शन स्टंट के तौर पे पंजाब के इलेक्शंस को बहुत करीब आते देख की थी।
Majithia, brother-in-law of Akali chief Sukhbir Badal, was booked under the Narcotics, Drugs and Psychotropic Substances Act. He is facing charges of allowing drug smuggling through the use of his property, financing the distribution or sale of drugs, and hatching a criminal conspiracy for drug smuggling. The Congress government hit back at the Aam Aadmi Party and Akalis, referring to Kejriwal's apology to Bikram Majithia in 2018 after claiming his links to drug mafia. Majithia had then sued the Delhi CM for levelling fake charges.
केजरीवाल गोडे टेक के मजीठिए तो माफी मंगदा हुंदा क्यों मैं झूठ बोलदा ना फिर ना हाथ खड़ा करियो ते जे मैं सच बोलदा चिट्ठी एदी मैं लाई है और इन्हों क्या पैसे ते फिर हाथ खड़े करके कहो कि इन्हें माफी मंगी कि नहीं।
Majithia's bail application will also come up for hearing at the Punjab and Haryana High Court on 5th of January. What remains to be seen is whether the Punjab police will be able to arrest Majithia before 5th of January or will give another chance to the opposition which has already put the government in the dock. With video journalist Dilip Sahu, this is Manjeet Sehgal in Chandigarh for India Today.
Seven-time Ballon d'Or winner Lionel Messi is also tested positive for COVID-19. Messi is among the 4 players in Paris Saint-Germain who have tested positive ahead of their team's French Cup game on Monday. In a statement released by the club, they've also named 3 other players who tested positive apart from Messi. These include left back Juan Bernat, backup goalkeeper Sergio Rico, and 19-year-old midfielder Nathan Bitumazala. Now, football across Europe has been hit by COVID, with several games being postponed or delayed due to the rising number of cases. That's all we have time for in this edition of First Up. Thank you for tuning in. Have a great day, a great week, and a great year ahead. In just a few moments from now, I'll be joining you with all the top stories.